You can't build a successful business without the ability to continually critique everything you do in it and how you do it. But what does it mean to think critically or to apply critical thinking to business? Well, first of all, what is critical thinking? Well, critical thinking is the ability to look at the facts, look at all the evidence, look at all the observations, the arguments for and against, and then have the ability, in spite of all your internal filters and lenses, to then form a judgment. And what I mean by lenses is your biases, your emotions, and every other filter you've built up over the time you've been on this planet. So you have to really be able to filter the messages through so they can get into your head, and then you can formulate a critical and calculated decision going forward and then turn that into action, right? So how does this apply to business? Because it is really important, and I always like to look at it as the macro level critical thinking and the micro level. And the macro level is simply looking at your business, stepping outside your business and looking in on it and continually assessing and critiquing what you're doing and how you're doing it. So a simple example is we have, as I said, biases and emotions. If you're a business owner, right? It can often be a situation where your business is your baby. You're emotionally attached, and therefore when you're emotionally attached to something, your ability to think critically can actually dissipate quite a lot. So the important is to be able to separate your emotions from your business so you can make strong and calculated decisions for the good of the business. And that is really important when you're talking about what to do when things are bad, what to do when things are good. So what does bad mean? Well, if your business is getting to a stage where it's not sustainable, the idea of pumping more and more money into it is not sound. And then you could end up being in more debt without the ability to step back and go, well, what does the business need? Money is not the answer. Money could be part of the solution, but you have to think, what are the activities you need to do, and then what ones of them will require money, and then will there be a return on investment scenario when you do that? So it's important to understand how to drive the business forward. And even then, like when you're looking at your strategy, I'm always talking about when you build a strategy, then you start building the plan, and then you do the implementation. Well, the implementation is, well, what do you believe you need to do on a daily, weekly, monthly basis to actually achieve your dreams? And then thinking back and stepping back and going, well, am I doing this? Is what my strategy says sound? Is it working? Is it working? Is the strategy still valid? If not, what do I need to change? Do I need to change my strategy? Do I need to tweak it? Or do I need to do something completely different? Right? So again, removing your cognitive biases and your emotions to ensure you can actually stay ahead of the curve when it comes to everything you need to do in your business, because there's so many variables at this moment in time, and you have to constantly keep asking these questions. Another question is, when you're looking at your customers, are you solving their problems? Are you the right messaging going out to your customers? Are you doing the right thing? And then obviously the internal parts of it, are your people performing in your business? Are your processes performing? Are people being worked too hard? Are you seeing any signs that you need to change stuff? Or are you being fair to your people? There are many different things you can do at a macro level once you step out and look in, because when you're stuck in your business, it's very hard to see, because again, you're wearing a different set of lens and filters. So that's on the macro level. But then what does critical thinking mean on the micro level? So this is talking about you on the day-to-day basis, how you can influence everything and how you can improve. So the first question I always like to ask is, how can I make today better than yesterday? Or to reframe it, you could say, how can I make tomorrow better than today? So that's the first thing you need to do. And normally what I like to say is then, well, what are the proactive things I need to do? Is it a case where I need to ensure I get 2 more clients this week? So what are the activities I need to do to ensure I get 2 more clients, if that's what your role is? Or is it a case of solving a customer problems? What are the proactive things? Because there's many reactive things in business that happen on a day-to-day basis. So if you're too busy doing reactive and firefighting, you'll never spend time developing and building and being strategic with your business. So it's always important to get the proactive things done. And then how can I make tomorrow a little bit better than today? What are those things that, are you getting closer to your dreams? Are you getting closer to your targets? Are you improving your people processes? Are you improving your performance? These are all the proactive questions you can tinker with and tweak on a daily basis. And then other things, well, once you've done the proactive stuff, yes, then there's time to be firefighting and build preventative and, well, first of all, corrective actions when things go wrong, but then the preventative things. So this issue that has to be corrected does not happen again. So these are the elements, these are just some examples of the elements you need to consider when it comes to critical thinking in your business. So as I said, you can't build a successful business without thinking critically with everything you do. I hope this makes sense. If you have any questions on this, please get in touch. I'd love to help. And in the meantime, this is Shay saying, have a great day.